So you're thinking about moving to San Marcos, California, and your budget falls right below $1 million. Well, if that's the case, then this is a video for you, because I'm going to show you around a few different properties to give you guys a better idea of what you can expect, because here in San Marcos you can actually find some really good options for $600,000, $700,000, $800,000. So I want to share that with you guys, and I'm also going to show you around where I'm at right now, because I'm in a pretty cool neighborhood here in San Marcos. Well, where we're actually going to go look at a home after this. It's going to be right down the street in here. So let's go ahead and get after it now. Welcome back. If this is your first time here and you'd like to know more about San Diego real estate or life here in San Diego, make sure you tap that subscribe button below. My name is Nick, and you guys reach out all the time, and I absolutely love helping you guys out. So if you're thinking about making a move here in a week, a month, a year, make sure you shoot us a text, shoot us an email, or just straight up give us a call, so we can just help you save a lot of time and help you make a smooth move here to, well, I guess San Marcos if you're watching this video. Now, like I said, we are in a neighborhood called Elijo Hills here in San Marcos. And first off, there's so many different neighborhoods within San Marcos, and this is probably one of the most sought after. It's its own town within a town. You have everything you can need in here. So you can see behind me, there's a bunch of condos, and you actually have a lot of shops just right over there. So you have a Starbucks, you have a few, probably about 4 or 5 different restaurants in there. You have an Albertsons, which is your big grocery store. You have a brewery just right over there. You have a veterinarian office. I mean, this place literally has it all, and a lot of it's going to be walking distance to a lot of these homes. Now, the single family homes in here are going to be well over $1 million. So the good news is there is condominiums and townhomes in here that you can find for about $700,000 and up, which we're going to go take a look at a condo right down the street in San Elijo, so I can give you a feel for what that's like. Now, the average, or I should say the median home price in San Marcos is going to be about $885,000. So you can find condos throughout San Marcos starting at about $500,000, and you can also find single family homes starting at about, I'd say, the $650 price range. So keep that in mind, but I want to be the one to tell you that if you don't have $1 million to spend here, you have $600,000 or you have $500,000 or $800,000, there's going to be some great options for you. So with that being said, let's go ahead and go check out this first condo. All right, so we just took a nice little walk down the street, and we are now at our first townhome here in San Marcos. This location's very prime. We're right at the entrance of San Elijo Hills. So if you're kind of familiar with it, you know, we're right at the beginning of those townhomes, and you have some really good trails throughout. Not only just in San Elijo, but throughout San Marcos, you're going to have some really good outdoor activities and some really good hikes. And it's one of the top-rated school districts here in San Diego. And also, there's 2 schools here in San Elijo Hills. So you have a middle school and an elementary school. So the walkability for, you know, kids going to school, or even if you have to go to the grocery store, you're going to have some great walkability in this zone in particular. But anyways, it's going to be this condo behind me, and it's going to be a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath at about 1,400 square feet, and the asking price is $700,000. Now, very nice looking condo, but you need to keep in mind, especially here in San Marcos, there is a ton of tri-level condos in San Marcos, right? You can still find some 2 stories, but you're just going to need a little bit more patience if you want to find something that's 2-story, because they built a ton of tri-levels just like this behind me. So, you know, if you're older, you're probably not going to want something that has 3 stories. Maybe if you're starting a family or you're younger, this is going to be great, because there's mostly younger families living in these type of homes. You know, keep that in mind. We are going to look at, well, I should say everything else we're looking at today is going to be single family homes. But here, especially here in San Marcos, you know, the higher your budget, you're going to get a better single family home in a better neighborhood. And if you know, if you're okay with spending $700,000-$800,000 on a condo here, or I should say a townhome here in San Marcos, you're going to be in a very good area. You're going to have good schools, and you're probably going to have some really good walkability as well. So just some food for thought. But let's go. Let me show you around this little neighborhood, and then let's go check out the next property. So we are now out of San Elijo Hills, and we're still in San Marcos, but we're in a area called Richland right now, and this is going to be on the more northern part of San Marcos. And you know, we're probably about 10-15 minutes away from San Elijo, but I want to break this down for you guys. So the zip codes here, it can really be broken down into about two different ones. You have 92078 and you have 92069, which is going to be 92069 is going to be anything pretty much north of the 78, and then most things south of the 78 are going to be 92078. So where we're at right now is 92069, but let me go ahead and show you this house because we're walking up to it now. And in this area in general, anything in 92069, your dollar is going to go a little bit further. You're going to have some older homes over here as well, as you guys can see, but it's going to be this fella behind me right there, and it's going to be a 4-bedroom, 2-bath at about 1,500 square feet, and the asking price is about $800,000 on that one. So really nice looking house. I really love, especially in this neighborhood, no house, well, some of these houses look pretty similar to other ones, but they mostly have a different vibe to them. You are going to have an HOA in some of these communities over here. So this one does have an HOA, and it's about $200 a year. So it's very low, but it really keeps the community in good shape. I mean, there's no boats hanging around. I mean, if you've seen some of my other videos, some of these non-HOA communities will have boats, and some of the houses will be kind of let go. So you don't have to deal with that in an HOA community, which is pretty nice because it just helps your values keep going up at the end of the day. So like I said, this area, you're going to have more options. You can certainly find homes over here for $600,000 to $800,000 that are single family homes. Now anything in the $600,000 to $700,000 range is going to go a lot faster, and some of the neighborhoods are not as nice. This one is very well kept and clean, as you guys can see. So now that you have a little bit of a feeling for a single family home, let's go look at one more just about 10 minutes away. Okay, so we are now at our final property here in San Marcos. This time we're back in 92078, so we're just south of the 78 now, and very quiet community back here. We're really close to Cal State San Marcos, and this one's actually in a gated community. Newer built homes too. A lot of 92069 where we just were, that's going to be homes that are built in the 70s for the most part, but a lot of 92078 and even parts of 92069, you're going to have some newer construction. San Marcos does have that, which is really nice. So you can find homes that are about 2000, built 2000 and newer, just like this one right here. So you can see behind me, it's going to be this fella, and this one's going to be a 4-bedroom, 3-bath at about 2,300 square feet, and the asking price is about $990,000. So our price point is up quite a bit over here. Obviously, it's a single family home, and I'm walking up. I want to show you guys this park because a lot of these communities have their own little private parks, and actually right down the street there's a place called Jack's Pond, which is a cool little area if you want to take your kids or just go on a little evening hike or walk some trails. And San Marcos has a ton of that. That's part of the beauty of it. I mean, you can see the hills behind me up there. San Marcos is a very, very gorgeous place. So you're gonna have a good amount of outdoor activities, newer homes, older homes, I mean, you name it. It's a good neighborhood too for families and things like that. And even if you're retiring and want to kick back, you have that too. So you can see this park right here in this little community. So this is just for the community, and there's probably about, I'd say about 100 homes back there. So, or in this little zone with the gate right here. Like I said, guys, San Marcos is going to have a lot of options under $1 million. Most of them are going to be townhomes for the most part, but once you get closer to about $900,000, you will get a lot more options for single family homes and some bigger size too, about 2,000 square feet and bigger. So keep that in mind. San Marcos is a great spot, especially if you like the outdoors and still being close to the beach and just things like that. You're going to have some great things here. So let me know what you guys think down below at San Marcos, whether you live here now or you're thinking about moving here, and let me know if you guys have any questions. I'll see you in the next video.